supposed to be this hot all summer long. I never would have believed you if 3 years ago you told me I'd be here writing this song. But here I am, next to you. The sky's so blue in Malibu.
Hey, it's James here from goodguitarist.com, and in this lesson we're going to show you how to play Malibu by Miley Cyrus. And we're going to be playing a fingerstyle arrangement of it, so we won't be needing this. But we do need to put a capo on the first fret, or else this song is all bar chords and it's way harder than it needs to be. So let's just put a capo on the first fret. Make sure it's nice and snug. Yeah, none of the strings are buzzing. Whenever you put a capo on, it kind of puts your guitar out of tune, so just tune it up again. And this song uses pretty basic chords for the most part, so if you need any extra help with that, we have a free ebook. It's free to all of our subscribers that covers all the basics of strumming and rhythm guitar, chord switching, all that stuff. So please check it out if you need any extra help with any of this stuff. And we'll start out with the chord shapes. First, we have a G chord. And we're going to play it a little bit differently. We're going to use an alternate fingering where we play it like this. So just two fingers. This string is muted, so the A string is muted. And the reason why we're playing it like this is because we're going to be switching from this chord to G sus4 really quickly. It's going to go. And all we have to do to switch to G sus4 is add our first finger to the B string at the first fret. So just try that, going G, G sus4. Next we have B minor 7. And that's just like the B7 chord, which you'll find in our free ebook. It's a really basic chord, except we take off our first finger. Remember to not play the lowest string. And then we have a C chord. And that's all that we need to play the verse. So now let's put them in order. We're going to start out on our G chord. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Now we switch to B minor, going to C. B minor, going to C. Then we go back to our G chord. One, two, three, 4. 1, 2. Couple more times. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And then we would repeat all of that one more time, and that's the first verse of the song. So make sure you can play the chords just like that. It's not too difficult. The chords aren't really the tough part. This song is mostly the rhythm. It's a very offbeat rhythm. That means we're going to be doing a lot of upstrokes. So let's practice missing all the downstrokes and just playing the upstrokes with our first finger like this. So miss and miss. And it helps if you count out loud while you do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the pattern is really simple. It's just thumb on the lowest string, then up, up, then we mute by touching the strings and go up, up. So all together. Thumb, up, up, mute, up, up. Now I'm going to walk us through the pattern along with the chords. We'll do it really, really slowly, starting out on G. And I switch to G sus4 as I mute then I do 2 upstrokes, and then do that all again. And here, I only do 1 upstroke on the G sus4, then I switch to B minor 7. So take your time with the pattern, try it out over each of the chords, don't be afraid to count out loud or try to tap your foot while you do it, and when you're ready, we can play through the verse with the pattern nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to take a look at the chorus, and to play this we're going to need 2 new chord shapes, E minor, really straightforward, and A minor. So those are both beginner easy chords. You can find both of those chord shapes in our free ebook if you need any extra help with that. And we'll start out by going through the order of the chords. Starting off on E minor, we'll play that one 4 times, 2, 3, 4, going to A minor, going to G, going to B minor 7. One more time, E minor, going to A minor, G, B7, B minor 7. And the pattern for this part is a little bit more intricate. I'll show you on an E minor chord. So I'm playing the lowest string, skip a string, and then I have my fingers on those 3 strings. I pluck them all, then I do the fingers one more time, and then I do a smack. So that's the first half. 1 and 2 and. 1 and 2 and. And then after that, I pluck the lowest string, then the highest, and the B string. So, and then I do another smack. So all together, really slowly. So make sure you can do it a bunch of times over a single chord. That way we're not really worried about the chord changing. We can just focus on the pattern, and then we can try it on each of the chords. So on A minor, it'll go like this. It's almost the exact same, except our thumb is on that string instead of the lowest. Rest of it's the same. And then for G, our thumb is back to the lowest string, but the rest of it's the same. And then for B minor 7, our thumb is on the A string. Now that doesn't sound exactly like the original recording, and in order to do that we have to use bar chords. I'm just going to quickly demonstrate it for those of you who are interested, starting off on E minor. All I'm doing there is for A minor, G, and B minor playing bar chords. Either way, take a moment with the finger picking, work it out over each chord, and when you're ready, we'll play it together nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's how you play Malibu by Miley Cyrus, and if you need any extra help, please don't hesitate to ask below in the comments. Have fun with this one. Really take your time with each part. It's not super complicated if you break it down bit by bit, and just take your time to work out the chord switches, to work out the fingerstyle stuff or the counting, because that rhythm, it's kind of tricky to get it when it's all on the off beats. I notice with my students that that's when it really falls apart a lot of the time, and we really ought to focus whenever a strumming pattern has a ton of off beats, because our bodies we just love to feel those on beats, and when they're missing, it just is so So really take your time with that one, especially the counting. I hope you enjoyed the lesson, and I'll see you next week.